So for Monday Night Raw, the first of two things I want to discuss was the apology that The Miz had for his wife, Maurice, after he destroyed her grandfather clock that she gave to him at his championship celebration. And he had two bears in the ring, or at least two people that were dressed in bear costumes in the ring, and he called out his wife, Maurice, to say sorry for what he has done to her over the past, couple of weeks, and he told her that it was all Ambrose's fault for trying to drive a wedge between him and his wife Maurice's marriage, and then there was a box in the ring, a really big box, and then whenever he asked her to unwrap it, and she obviously did, it was grand that she gave to him, but much bigger. It's the same grand, at least for those who still have them, and he told her that he fixed it while he was on the couch. He was actually looking up YouTube videos on how to fix a grandfather clock, and then whenever he asked her to forgive him, she did, by sealing it with a kiss, but just before they could lock lips, Ambrose out and interrupted the happy moment that The Miz had with his wife Maurice, and then tried to go after The Miz. He actually pulled Maurice out of him with his spilled the wine, had in her hand, and it went, over her dress and also her face. And then whenever Ambrose was in front of the clock, he went after him again. But Ambrose managed to dodge the attack, and Miz actually hit the clock with its foot to the ground. Not sure if that one is broken or not too, but Maurice felt really bad about that, and she went back, crying. And then whenever the Bears were behind Ambrose, they attacked him and later revealed themselves as Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel, who had allied themselves with The Miz and not part of his entourage. And the second thing we discussed was the main event, and it was WWE Universe number of weeks, and then Kurt Angle, Barada, the Big Show, Bible, who were suspects in the case, but then Corey Graves showed the video of whenever Cass was attacked, and the reason why I say attacked with Dick is because whenever he was backstage when he was attacked, he faked his own attack and set up the backstage area to scene in which we found him whenever he was attacked. And then we finally found out who attacked Enzo. It was Big Cat himself, and the reason him saying why he did what he did is because Enzo was holding it back. He was sick and tired of Enzo, running his mouth about God knows what, week in, week out, and was sick and tired of him, and Enzo was only holding him back from reaching his potential, and that was a sentiment that I agree with. Honestly, I truly believe that Enzo was holding him back. Enzo and Cass have never ever been ship-ins, none NXT and none in the WWE so far at least. Cass said it in a fact message, and that was Enzo, now me and you are through, and then delivered a big boot to his face. For the second to last update in the book, yes, this is going to be the second to last one, and that was Billy's friend, older friend, had brought in the salties, so word they use for people who in the mines, and for questioning as to who what the Wolfmen, whenever they were in the room where Billy was in the jail cell, he actually noticed something about a certain one of them, and then he asked him to pull up his pant leg, and there was the scar on the tattoo that Billy had seen the night whenever his father was killed. And then that same Salty actually transformed himself into a snake, and dug in through one of the other Salty his mouth, and went right through his mouth, and actually down on one of the guard's arm until swollen and twice its original size. So a pretty dark moment for Billy, who was thinking about watching it all happen. And yeah, that's all I have for today.